So welcome to my studio space. Actually, this is what used to be my studio space because as of right now, I'm completely moved out of here. After 7 years in this space and wow, a good 18 years in Austin, our family is moving. We are headed to sunny Florida. So that process starts next week, but the last several weeks I've been cleaning the space out and get everything ready for the big move. So it's kind of nostalgic being in here because it's empty. Everything's echoey, and so I think a lot about the kind of work that I did here. I mean, I did tons of shoots here, like just Christmas cards and commercial shoots and painting work and retouching, just all sorts of things. So it's just a really cool space. It's one of the things I'm gonna miss the most about leaving this town. So I thought I'd give you a little tour to kind of show you this place. So let's take a look. All right, so first up is this kind of lobby area, and you can see here, it's just like this big open area. So I had like a couch and some chairs over there, and I had this really cool phone booth over there, which is found a new home or a new owner here in Austin, so I'm excited about that. And then over here in this corner was an easel, so I would do all my painting over there in that corner. And as you go into this room, this was like my retouching area, so I had all my computer and tablet stuff in here, and I would just do any retouching I wanted to, and then periodically look out the window like yelling at people to get off the lawn or something. And then we kind of take this left right into the shooting room. So what I did was I'd have the walls painted gray from the top down to the bottom, and what that does is it helps me with shooting when I'm doing a lot of compositing work. It's easy to cut somebody out and put them in another background when you have this solid color back here. Now, a lot of people will do like a green screen, or they think you need to have a green screen for this, but for me, that was like the worst option. I always advise people not to do green screen, to do gray if possible, because when you use a green screen and you have lights set up and flashes going off, all that light just bounces around, and so you'll start having green, casts all over people's faces and clothes that you got to deal with later. Gray was just a great middle ground that works, really, really well. And if I set up a studio down in Florida, I'll probably have gray, there too. This is the long hallway. It like reminds me of that scene in Poltergeist where she's just running down the hallway and it's just stretching and stretching. It's a bathroom, so yeah. And then we head into the kitchen. Such a sad refrigerator. All right, so there's a funny story on this kitchen. This place was originally going to be a kids' daycare, and so it never actually turned into that. The people who were going to do that moved out before they actually opened. But what they did do ahead of time, though, was they put like 3 sinks in here. Check this out. So you got this hand washing sink here, and then you have this really bigger sink here, and then over there in the corner you had another sink. And so this actually works really well for for painting, because I can wash my hands over here, I can work with the paints and clean that stuff over there, and then if I bring lunch to work or whatever, I have that sink over there to wash those dishes. So now, knowing this was going to be a daycare, it's kind of hilarious, I think, that it's would have been the only daycare I'd ever been to that had like no windows as soon as you went back in the back. It was just one solid room back there, so the kids would go crazy. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the little tour, so it's time to lock her up one more time. So that's it. 7 years in this space and time to move on. So what did I learn? Well, when I think about it, it's like when I first got this space, I wasn't sure if it was going to work out. It was like, I don't know, it's a daycare. It was actually all yellow on the inside too. I forgot to mention that earlier. Crazy yellow colors, but no windows, hardly any windows in the back. So it was just, I wasn't quite sure. And then over time, it became my space, and that was like, how I decorated it, but not only that, but all the creative work I did, the shoots, the painting, people coming in and out, just the business of being there, meeting these great, awesome neighbors at the art garage. So I would encourage you, if you're looking at space and you're not quite sure, like you found some space, but maybe you're like, I don't know if this is going to work out, just give it a shot, because it grows on you over time. It becomes part of your identity over time. The more creative work you do there, the more time you spend there, the people that you meet. So that would be my recommendation to you. Now, it's a Friday night in Austin, Texas, so for us that can just mean one thing. A little topo and tequila.